Now when he floods the border, we just go Radiant Lightning. Oh, you don't say. Oh, oh, maybe we can get even more out of it. Do we save this? Do we save the Radiant Lightning? It would be so sweet to get another one. And I think we probably can. Or do we just... do we just kill them? Just sweep up the board. Yeah, I think we just sweep up the board. I want to see this. I don't want to... have any chance of this not going well. Oh my god! The combo! People often ask me, is it worth to splash Pestilent Spirit into my Izzet deck? Is it? In Izzet? And I tell them, of course. Of course. Yes, of course it's worth splashing Pestilent Spirit. What are you talking about with this Pestilent Spirit? I've never seen that card, you say. Of course you've never seen that card because you're a scrub. I'm gonna show it to you. Pestilent Spirit. Menace Death Touch. 3-2. Doesn't seem super amazing. Instant and sorcery spells you control have Death Touch. That is pretty cool. A very unique ability. And this, we figured out during the Twitch streams, works very well together with the Radiant Lightning. Another card which you've probably never seen before. 3 colors, 1 red. Radiant Lightning deals 3 damage to target player and 1 damage each to the creatures that he controls. So this means that if you couple this with Pestilent Spirit, all your instant sorcery spells have Death Touch. Radiant Lightning against Death Touch, so it kills everything on your opponent's side, so it becomes a one-sided board wipe, which of course is pretty amazing against creature decks. Then we want some way of making Radiant Lightning not horrible when we don't have Pestilent Spirit. That's why we put in Roll Storm Conduit, so that we can go -2 and copy something, and we can copy Radiant Lightning, and maybe we can even copy Roll, so if we can get multiple Radiant Lightnings, so that we can either burn them out or we can at least sweep their board, because if we get enough 1 damage to each creature they control, it usually sweeps their board. So that's pretty much the deck. Other than that, we have more ways of copying. We have Mirari Conjecture, 1000-Year Storm, Spark Double to copy Roll, and Narset, which is another decent target, I would say, for Spark Double. We have Fblthp and Callous Dismissal because they're amazing, and Lightning Strike in case we don't file Radiant Lightning. That is pretty much the deck. This video will be a little bit special today. I've actually split this video into 2 halves. So the first half is going to be gameplay. We're going to play this deck, and then in the second half, we're going to have some spoilers from Throne of Eldraine that has come out. So if you just want to see the spoilers, you can jump forward to that point. There's going to be a link down in the description. With that being said, let's just jump into it, shall we? And this... decent. Definitely keeping this. It's actually good, man, when I think about it. Narset, Lightning, well, yeah, we have everything here. And everything we need to defeat Kathos. Kathos, the Greek Souvlaki-loving... Ah! It's Spark Double. I think it's a little bit ambitious right now. Okay, tapped. Perfect. Let's see if we'll get to use the Spirit. And when I played this deck, played this during the streams. A lot of the times we didn't really need... Oh, wow. Is that a new effect when you tap? Okay. Okay, Pestilent Spirit. Sure. It giveth and it taketh, the Pestilent Spirit, if we say so. No! Don't be so boring. Why do you have to be a discard deck right now? When I play my janky weird stuff, you come to me and you're a discard deck. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna bounce the Narset and play it next turn. I could bounce it now, I guess. Yeah, let's bounce it now. He's probably gonna snack it, but we'll try. We'll try. Keep up Lightning Strike. This guy, we've only seen discard cards from him. Wow, what is this? Yeah, Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Sure. Sure. My turn. Ooh, there's a Spark Double. Man, there's a lot of new things, new effects there. But the game is not completely ruined by these effects, I don't think, at least. Okay, here's the Roll Storm Conduit, that's good. Pick that up. Do we go mine? Nah, I think we keep up. Keep up this. I'm going. Roll Storm Conduit. Kathos. Okay, what is this? I'm just... Okay. It says how many cards he has in the graveyard. How can I see this? What's the logic? Okay. If I hover over his Library, I can see that. Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, now I know. Now I know. Get you down. Plus you. Schmink.
The weather's like on Ixalan.
I wonder what the weather's on Ixalan. Well, I wonder how many times I'm gonna miss on this Narset. That's what I wonder. Smack him pub. Always getting that inheritance money that has been. Oh, what was that song? Grandpa. Ah, it was an old song. Something. Someone taking the inheritance money from his grandpa. I know it sounds horrible, but it's a funny song. Very, very old song, like 10 years ago or something. Oh my god, you have 3 of them. That's amazing, buddy. It's absolutely redonkulously amazing. I think in that case, we just go Bane Anus. Bane to the anus. Wow! Okay, you're in this like a triage of, of stuff going on. Interesting. We just need a land here, I think. That's all we need. I'm gonna keep that. I mean, it deals as much damage as Lightning Strike anyway, so might as well. Yeah, we'll take it. That's fine, I say. Lil Yaners. You're dead, red minions. Well. There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming, buddy. Man, I mean, the Pestilent Spirit would have done. I think it didn't have creatures, but it would have been fun if it had it. Yeah, we're just going face. Just going face. Yeah, more face. Why not more face, I ask? Yep, he draws a card. And gets smacked in the face. Now we smack Liliana. Or do go face? Nah, let's go for Liliana. Schmick. Oh, he's slowly regaining up to 12. Well, we have some lightning strikes though. We'll see. Kathos will be able to do something here. Ravenous. Killing that token. It feels like the client's slightly better. It's just me. I mean, they've added a million effects here and it still feels relatively smooth, I would say. This turned out to be a very good matchup for us. I don't know really what deck is weak to ill-gotten inheritance. It's a very, very slow card, this card. Yep. I mean, he could have sacrificed one of them. But mana, the expensive sacrifice. You need 6 manas to sacrifice. That's a lot of manas. Yep. Yeah, we're just going face. Schmick, schmock. Schmick, schmock. You're done, buddy. You're done in this town. You didn't even need the spirit. It worked out that way. Got him! And the second hand is fine. I mean, it's a fine hand. Good hand. Now we have the... I mean, it's not really a combo with these two. And man, I wish that the Pestilent Spirit would give Death Touch to Planeswalkers would be pretty cool. And it also, if Death Touch worked on players, would be pretty good. The roll couldn't kill them. Salaf. Hey. Can't come up with a joke that contains Salaf. It's another one of those orange things. Salad is the only thing which is close to Salaf. I wonder where he really got the inspiration. It's a thing. It's a thing here. Oh, okay, vampires. Okay, double trouble. Okay. Well, I think we'll bolt one of them, bounce the other. Or maybe spirit. Well, we have pretty good ways of dealing with small dudes, though. I think about it. Put down the Pestilent Spirit. Because I want it down. Because I wanted to do something. At some point, hopefully. I mean. That's what I mean. Put down the roll. With the plus and plus. Find some cool stuffs.
Storms are like a symphony, and
Not the land. That's boring. Don't need that. Oh, this guy's menace, huh? Ah, you can't block this. You can try, but you can't. Menace. He wanted the block there. Didn't work out. I had to think about the menace. The menace, Salaf. The menace. He's gonna go for Mr. Roller. Roll, and I identify as Roll. This guy, he wants to be funny, he wants to, you know, wants people to listen to, and then he's just a clown. Just like myself. Trying to do the right thing, but it just turns out not to work out too well.
Lose my ego too.
There's my ego too. This guy is exactly me. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I could double lightning strike him. That would probably hurt him. That would... I think I'd rather plus for the time being. Save lightning strike until we can 1000-year storm or something. I mean, with that we can play the 1000-year storms. I'll probably keep that. It's a long-term plan with this deck. Need a lot of consecutive turns of your opponent not doing too much, but I love that. Well, I mean, to be fair though, I could have dealt with most things that he put down. Which he didn't though. Okay. Tomb Boundage. Interesting. It's gonna come down then. It's gonna be Gonna be some reanimated targets. That's not what I wanted to see there. Not one bit, I say. I don't want him to take my 1000-year storm. Ah! I mean, do I still go for it? Probably. Yeah, hi. Ah! That's my land! Oh. Yep. We'll see what we draw then. Hopefully he doesn't take my 1000-year storm. I mean, he's very likely to take my 1000-year storm if I put it out. We'll see though. He might not. He might not. But then again, he might. I think we do this. Clear up his board there.
There's plenty more where that came from.
The thing is, he might have that thing where he needs to sacrifice a creature to do something. Kill this thing. Damage there. Wink. Wink. Man, these effects are. But still, they made these very simple effects at least performant. That's amazing, Wizard. It doesn't lag the entire client. I mean, I wonder how bad this would have been if you played this on like a tablet or something. Like some iPod thing. Are we done here? It's what no, we can just bounce it, that's fine. I mean, all I can do is plus here. That doesn't do much. Doesn't do much, I say. That's why I always keep my Callous Dismissals.
I'm really into
So in final land, he didn't really do much then.
because current electricity.
I mean, he scryed one. But he lost like every card he had to scry that one card. That's fine, I think. Yeah, it goes in. Smacking, schmacking and dacking. Well, can Callous Dismiss this guy, and I'll keep up the Lightning Strike for the Alien Treachery. If he does some naughty nonsense. Yeah. The thing is, he might have Blood for Bones, and then it doesn't matter. Then I can't Lightning Strike it in response. He might also have some other card. What else does he have here? Nothing really. Okay. Tomb-bound Lich. Liches. Liches, liches, liches. Bitches, bitches, bitches. That's what I say. I go out to the bars, which I of course do every day. Liches, liches, liches. Yeah, whenever I go to a bar, they're always cosplaying liches. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's just how it is. Wow. Finale of Eternity. What a thing. I guess take that. That's fine. No box. No box. I don't feel like lightning striking that. It's probably better if it's in play, honestly. For me, that is. And then plus this guy. We're still searching for that 6th land for 1,000 year storm. I haven't really found it yet. We can't do that with a 6th without the land there, so let's do this. No attacks. Probably blocking the 2 Lich so he doesn't find another reanimator spell. Would be the right thing, I think. Oh no. Snappy Runers. Snappy Runers. Well, I guess I'm happy I didn't keep the spark double. And then it goes in. No blocks. Will we find that 6th mana? Turn 14? Maybe we will. Seems a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult. Maybe I should have blocked the 2 Lich. Preventing from drawing around. Oh, we didn't want that. Okay. Well, this is pretty sweet, honestly. Put this down. Start returning stuff. Let's return that lightning strike. Hope he doesn't steal my Mirari Conjecture, which he might do. We'll see though. Salaf. The man, the mystery, the salad lover. Salad lover, that's such a such a good name to have on Tinder or something. To attract the ladies, of course. Salad. This guy who's a vegan, cares about the environment. No, I just love salad. Mostly chicken in my salad anyways. Maybe I block this. I don't want it to dig even more. I don't want it to dig. Oh, there's Callous. School is what it was. School. I want to say cool, but I said school instead. It seems to only have Bond Revival. We can't do much if there's nothing in his graveyard, right? We gotta go for this. 1,000 Year Storm and the Mirari Conjecture going off on the same turn. That's gotta be something, right? Gotta be. It's gotta be spicy, I say. If we can get this up. If you can, please not steal everything I have here. That would be sweet. Well, he needs that, what's it called? 4 mana. Return from the graveyard and sacrifice, so that he can replay this. Will he find it, though? Nice diggly diggly digging. Surely has something there. Okay, mostly lands. It's throwing away here. Blood for Bones, did he find it? Doesn't seem like he found it. Or maybe it's sacrifice. No. Okay. Well. How many lightning strikes is this? I think it's a lot. Yep. I think it's a lot. And now we Callous Dismiss just to get more storm counters. I should have done this first, by the way. That was a mistake. Callous Dismiss you. Callous Dismiss you. Yep. No, I still just this guy. I don't want any more. And there we go, lightning strike face. It should be a lot of damage. How much damage is this? Man, it would be so sweet to roll down also. Was that all? I really felt like it would be. It should have been more, is what I feel like. Thought it was lethal. Wasn't. You could have calculated that with very basic math. I know. Well, I would have gotten one more trigger if I played Callous Dismissal first. Still wouldn't have killed him. Be very close though. Very, very close. Or he's still digging. Still digging for that card. Okay. It's that down. Mostly just throwing lands away. Did he just find lands on top? Might have been. That what he... Ow! Don't take my roll! You dare take my roll. You dare take it, mister. It's my roll. Don't you take my roll. You naughty, naughty little creature. Okay, he took roll. Yep. Wait, if I Callous Dismissal, I can put him down to 1 if I return both of these. No, that's not true. I can kill him. Callous Dismissal. Return this. Callous Dismissal, return this. Callous Dismissal, return the 1000-year storm. And then he's done this down. Yep. The weirdest of plays. Yep. Callous Dismissal, best card in Magic. Here we go! Got him! Gura, 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 gura. Just wanted to say gura, gura, gura. Is that related to any anime? Not that I know. Not that I know. Most things you say are not related to anything. I know. I know they're just noises coming out of my mouth. My mouth region. I also speak out of my nose. But you don't notice that, do you? My nose speaker. Rockamaka phone. Gura Gura. Gura 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 Gura. I drop down the Fb, I think. I say drop down the Fb. Oh, we have the combo. We actually have the combo. Oh my freaking gooners. This happens once every blue moon. But when it happens, man, does it feel good. Schmick. Smoke. Spadok. What's this guy playing? Ooh, yes! This might be the first perfect target for this. I mean, we can... Oh, we just keep up Radiant Lightning. We just keep this up. He can't block the Pestilent Spirits. We're going with Pestilent. This is Menace. So, then just keep up Radiant Lightning. And the turn. And the turn. Now, when he floods the board there, we just go Radiant Lightning. Oh, you don't say. Oh, oh, maybe we can get even more out of it. Do we save this? Do we save the Radiant Lightning? It would be so sweet to get another one. And I think we probably can. Or do we just... Ah, do we just kill them? Just sweep up the board. Yeah, I think we just sweep up the board. I want to see this. I don't want to... have any chance of this not going well. Oh my god! The combo! So, finally time for some spoilers. First card, for only $50 you can get this card spoiled. Amazing. Amazing wizards, thank you. Garruk Cursed Huntsman, 4 colors, 1 black, 1 green. Create 2/2 black and green wolf creature tokens with when this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. And -6, you get an emblem with creatures you control, get +3/+3 and have it trample. Is this card any good, you ask? Well, of course, this card is amazing with Spark Double. That's the most obvious combo, because as you can see, it's very easy to get off the ultimate. You just need 1 more loyalty, which you can get with Spark Double. So if you put down Garruk, go with the 2 black and green wolf tokens. Next turn, put down Spark Double. Immediately go with the emblem. These wolf tokens will be 5/5s, which will have trample, and you will, you know, have that effect forever, and you can create more 5/5s every turn. And that's, of course, pretty amazing if you can get that off. But if you can't get that off, just in a vacuum, how good is he? It's probably worse, I would say, than Raskar Relic Seeker, which is, you know, 0 play right now. Raskar Relic Seeker is very, very similar. It has the exact same mana cost. The minus ability is very similar. It's -3, destroy target creature or enchantment or artifact. So it's much more versatile there, but you only get a treasure token, and here you get to draw a card. And draw a card is, of course, better in most cases, I would say. And then the plus ability. She has a +2 create a 2/2. This guy has a +0 create 2 2/2s. 2 2/2s, is that much better than 1 2/2? Sometimes it will be a lot better. I mean, depending on what deck you're against. The thing is, one of the most popular removal cards out now is Legion's End, and it's gonna just clear all your green wolf creature tokens in one go. So it won't do too much in many cases. Also, if it gets bounced, which it will very often happen with like the Fairy Time Raveler, then you won't get any loyalty on Garruk when these guys die, so you won't be able to threaten any emblems or anything. He seems to be about on par with Raska, but he's very, very good if you couple it with blue, I would say. If you have the ability to go Garruk into Spark Double, then it's pretty amazing. Except for that, The thing is, most Planeswalkers for 6, if you go Spark Double into them, are pretty amazing. I mean, think about double Bolas, think about double Liliana. Any Planeswalker is amazing with Spark Double, essentially. So yeah. A little bit of a miss, I would say, with this guy. I think that the Liliana card that we got last time was stronger, because he immediately had a very, very strong effect on the board. She had a very good passive ability. You don't really get that with Garruk, I think. I think it's a fine Planeswalker, very niche. Will maybe be played in some deck, some weird deck, but I can't really see it right now. And also very highly costed at 6. I would love to have seen this guy at 5. 5 would have been fine, but at 6, a little bit high. Let's jump in and look at the other cards. So, let's have a look at the night cards then. If you wonder what is this thing that's going on here on my screen, well, this is a new event called Brawl that's going on in the arena. And Brawl is essentially like a rebranded Commander, it seems like, and Commander is essentially a rebranded EDH, which was Elder Dragon Highlander. It's a singleton format where you used 100 cards. You can only have, of course, one of each card because it's a singleton format. You had 40 life, and you had a card called a Commander, and that's why this card is highlighted here, because it's a Commander deck. You could only include colors in the deck which were included in your Commander. And then you can play your commander from a special zone called the command zone, and whenever your commander died, you could just replay it from that command zone because it returned there again and again and again. So that is the simple explanation of what that is. Brawl seems to be, you know, Commander, exactly like that. I don't know if they made any changes or why they changed the name, I have no idea. But that's why we're seeing this. And you can only play this deck for a limited time in the arena, and you can only play against other pre-made decks. You can't change anything in the deck, unfortunately. I think that's a little bit sad that you can't change anything. But at least we get some spoilers out of this, and that I do like. So, the first card, Sir Gwyn, Hero of Asheville. Man, this sounds like Dark Souls, it's just me. Sir Gwyn, I think there's even a Gwyn in the Dark Souls. I think there's a Gwyn. Isn't that the last boss? In Dark Souls 2, it might, whatever. Vigilance Menace. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. And it's pretty sweet. We need to keep in mind though that every good equipment is rotating out. I checked this before. I think it's like 6 equipment or something that's going to be in standard after the rotation. Essentially every good equipment is rotating out. And I mean, the equipments that were in weren't that super good. There were no like Umezawa's Jitte or anything. They were like, I mean, decent. There was like 1 for 3 mana, which can still play, of course, because it hasn't rotated. 3 mana, equipped for 3 or 2, and it created a 2/2 whenever it attacked in and gave something like +2, +0 or something like that. So it was a decently good equipment, I would say. But there's no real good equipments. So equipment you control have equip Knight 0, so it costs 0 to equip to any Knight. And of course they want to pair this with Colossus Hammer. Unfortunately in Commander you can only have 1, so it's gonna be, you know, once every blue moon where you get this off, especially since you have 100 cards in this deck also. So yeah, I don't know. I think this card is more made for, you know, Brawl, for this new format. It doesn't seem super strong in Standard because there's no equipment. Like, yeah, sure, you could put in 4 Colossus Hammer and just run Sir Gwyn, and it's gonna be amazing when you get this card paired together, but for every time you only draw the Colossus Hammer or you only draw the Gwyn, you're gonna be sad, because they don't do anything. It's just a 5/5 for 6 mana. It doesn't feel amazing to me. So we'll see. If they print some new equipment, this could be pretty sweet. Otherwise, it's probably just gonna be Brawl, I think. Next card, Venerable Knight. For 1 white, when Venerable Knight dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target knight you control. It's pretty good, I would say. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a 2/1 for 1. Good stats. And puts a +1/+1 counter when it dies. So it can grow something. A good card. Probably good in like white weenies, Boros, Knights. There's gonna be a lot of Knight decks, probably. Knight of the Ebon Legion we've already seen. I tried to click on Foulmire Knight. Foulmire Knight, 1 black. It has Death Touch. It's a 1/1. And then it has the Adventure instant. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. If you don't know, Adventure is a little bit of a special, weird thing that you can do with these cards. Is that instead of playing it, you can play it for just your mana cost. Just put it out as a normal creature and it will have the right side here. It will have the Death Touch ability and that's all it's gonna have. But you can also play it for the left side. It's like an alternate, it's like the dual side cards that you have, kind of, but it's not really. Because so what you do is you can play the Profane Insight instant, you draw a card and you lose 1 life for 3 mana, and then the Foulmire Knight will go into your exile zone, and then you can play it from your exile zone for its mana cost, which is 1. So that is pretty sweet for many reasons. I mean, it's a way of having many cards in your hand. Like if you, for instance, are afraid of having to discard, you can put a lot of your creatures out on adventures, and then you can just play them from any point at any time from your exile zone. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if a control deck will ever use this, but you can also dodge things like Thought Erasures with this, so that they can't discard whatever card. I don't think they're gonna discard your Foulmire Knight, but you know, maybe if there's some higher value things, you might do that. But usually what I think you want with your adventures is that you want 2 sides so that you can use both things to gain some kind of value. Like Foulmire Knight, in my opinion, is a little bit bad. And I mean, it's good. I mean, it's a Death Touch for 1/1 for 1 is fine. And when you draw it late game, you will also draw an additional card. That's fine. But you usually want it in reverse. You want a cheaper adventure cost compared to your mana cost, because then you can first put it out on an adventure, and then later on, maybe the next turn, let's say you have an adventure for 2 and then the mana cost is 3, then you can first put it down on an adventure for 2 and maybe that has some good effect for you, and then on 3 mana you can, you know, play it again, so you can get a lot of uses out of your card. But I still think it's a solid card. I mean, it's a 1/1 Death Touch, it's a Knight, which is pretty good. And if you draw it late game, you're gonna draw an additional card, because when you have enough mana, you're probably just gonna use Profane Insight when you're in like top deck mode, and you get another card out of this. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, honestly. So I quite like that card, must say. Order of Midnight is the next card. Order of Midnight. It's a 2/2 man. There's a Seb McKinnon version, I'm pretty sure, of this card also, which looked so good. Unfortunately not this one. Okay, Order, I mean, it looks fine, but it's not it's not there. Order of Midnight, 1 colorless, 1 black. Flying Order of Midnight can't block. Pretty, I mean, standard stats, I would say. Alter Fate, 1 colorless and 1 black. Source your adventure. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. These effects have traditionally been quite bad, except for Find Finality, where it had a sweeper attached to it. Except for that, we've never seen these cards played. Never been popular. But now we get both parts. So late game it's gonna be quite decent. It seems a little bit gimmicky to me. The thing is gonna cost quite a lot. I would have loved Alter Fate to cost 1 black. That would be pretty sweet. It seems fine, but it doesn't like nothing like comes to mind that breaks this or anything. Maybe there is some way of. I mean, it's pretty decent with, for instance. No, I was still thinking Cavalier of Night, but the thing is, you can't. You need to return it to your hand. I mean, it synergizes well with itself, I guess, because if you have Order of Midnight in your graveyard, you can return Order of Midnight with Order of Midnight. And then that Order of Midnight can return the other Order of Midnight, and you can just never kill the Order of Midnight. So that's pretty sweet, I guess. Yeah, late game scenario, you can just keep ordering of Midnight. And then have some way of sacrificing these, maybe? But it's so costly. That's an interesting card. It's an interesting card. I can't really say if this is good or bad. I have to try it out. I have to try it out with a couple of cards. I have to think about it a little bit more. But man, do I want this card in foil. The Seb McKinnon version, though. That was pretty sweet. Check that out if you haven't. Curry flavor? No, curry favor. Curry flavor. Okay. Smitten Swordmaster. Smitten Swordmaster. Man, this card is difficult to read. 1 colors, 1 black. Okay, the curry flavor. And lifelink 2/1. Not, you know, amazing stats at all. You gain X life and each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of knights you control. I mean, how many knights can you reasonably have out? Can I have like 3 knights out or something? And deal 3 damage. Put this down. The curry flavor. Put these guys out with some more curry flavor. He's bathing in curry, by the way, so it's it's a fitting name, I would say. The dinosaur curry. Decent, but again seems a little bit gimmicky. But it's so hard when you haven't really played with these adventure cards. It's hard to say like how we could utilize this in a special way. But it seems a little bit weak initially because the body is weak that it sits on. But maybe the curve flavor could be something hard to hard to validate. Embreath Shieldbreaker. Battle display. Man, there's many adventures, by the way. Destroy target artifact. Okay. And then it says nothing. Yeah, this just seems like a shit card. Honestly, there's nothing. Can this be good? I mean, you can destroy artifacts, can destroy food, I guess, with this girl. But man, just having a 2/1 for 2 seems so bad. The stats are absolutely horrible. This has to be a bad card. Can't see it being good. Wintermoor Commander. Death Touch. Wintermoor Commander toughness is equal to the number of knights you control. So it's at least will be 1 then, I guess. There's Death Touch. When Wintermoor Commander attacks, another target knight you control gains indestructible until end of turn. I mean, it's a decent creature, I would say. Decent in a knight deck, why not? And if you have 2 of them, that's pretty sweet, because they can give each other indestructible. We'll have probably 3 knights out or something, so it will be usually like a 2/3. It's fine. Nothing too exciting, I would say. Then Astral Blade, we've seen this. Shining Armor. Oh, here's another new equipment. When Shining Armor enters the battlefield, attaches the target knight you control. A critical gets +2/+0 and has vigilance. This is horrible. I don't need to tell you anything more than this is horrible, because that is the best analysis one could make. Okay, here we get something. Steel Claw Lance. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Equipped Knight 1 or equipped 3. This is just horrible. This is just absolutely horrible. 3 mana, even if it's a knight, and 3 to equip anything else. I mean, even if it's a knight, you're playing 3 to buff something up. Yeah, sure, you can move this around, but nah, I don't see the Steel Claw Lance, honestly. I don't see it working out. Arcane Signet. The thing is with, I mean, okay, so here's the thing with equipment. If an equipment is to be good, it needs to not only buff your stats, usually it needs to have some kind of effect, like being able to draw a card, being able to give something -1. Like, look at Umezawa's Jitte, for instance. It gives nothing when you put it on, but it's amazing because it has different modes, you can remove counters, it's so damn good. That is, in my opinion, what equipment should be. Maybe they shouldn't be as strong as that card, but they should have a little, no, some kind of doing something. Else they're both boring and not good, in my opinion. Add 1 mana of any color in your color's identity, so this will only work in the brawl, so we're not going to analyze it too much. Marauder's Axe, sure. Belly of the Brawl. 2 colors, 1 black. Menace. When Belly of the Brawl attacks, other knights you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. I mean, their thing seems to be that they charge in and do a lot of damage, so I guess this makes sense. Doesn't seem that good. It will just get bounced immediately. It has to wait 1 turn, has menace, has bad stats. Yeah, this is just a shit card, honestly. I mean, maybe it will be played in night because I don't know why it would be played in night. So I think this card is just better in that case. We already have that. Tajik, we've seen a million times. Mace of the Valiant. 2 colors, 1 white. A crit creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant and has vigilance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter on Mace of the Valiant. Man, this is bad. Okay. I'm sorry if I hate on every card, but Wizards, please play, pretty good equipments. What are you doing? Okay, the problem with this card, you play it for 3, and if you're a creature aggressive deck, then you probably played most creatures. I mean, there's a couple of things you can do, like create mass tokens and stuff like that, and maybe use Maze of the Valiant, but still it needs counters. They could have worded this much more differently and made it a lot better. Like, I don't know, you put the counters not on the mace, but you put the counters on yourself, for instance. That would have been a way. Like, any way you could have gotten counters that doesn't stick to the mace. Because now if the mace gets destroyed, if the mace gets bounced, if anything happens, you lose all your charge counters and take a long time. You're gonna put this down on turn 3, and you're gonna wait until like turn 8 until you use it. So your turn 3 is waste. No, it's just a shit card, honestly. Next, Knight's Charge. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh, this is very similar to, we have the 2 mana thing, which does pretty much the same thing. But that is restricted to creatures with power 1, right? This also gains you 1 life, which is sweet if you're in a mirror matchup or something like that. It only works with knights. There's a lot of low costing knights. Oh, it says another ability, which I should also read. 6 colors, 1 white, 1 black. Sacrifice Knight's Charge. Return all knight creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. It was 8, so it's probably never gonna be played in an aggressive deck. But, once every blue moon when you draw too many lands or something, you can use this. Maybe get back into the fight. Yeah, this is decent. Probably even playable, I would say, in a knight deck. The thing is, it's so good, as we've seen with that enchantment, which I forgot the name of the red one. It's so good to be able to get past any blockers or anything. Like, even if they block, you still get damage in. And if you even get some life gain, that's pretty sweet. I mean, it's a little bit sad that it costs 3 and not 2. Because if it costed 2, then it would definitely see play. Now it will see play. But the thing is, it's pretty good. The thing is, what you want to do probably in a knight deck, you want to have a knight for 1, like Venerable Knight, for instance. And then you want to have 2 knights again for 1, like a Knight of the Ebon Legion and a Falmire Knight or something. And then on your turn 3, you play Knight's Charge. And just attack in for a gazillion damage, and will also grow your Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, this card seems solid, honestly. It doesn't matter too much that it costs 3, maybe even. Seems good. Mortify, we've seen. Icon of Ancestry, sure. Fireborn Knight. Man, this mana cost. This takes me back to, was it Lorwyn, when we have these weird mana costs? Double Strike, 2/3. Okay, and then you can play a gazillion mana to get +1/+1 at the end of turn. I mean, I guess it has Double Strike, but yeah, this is a very, very bad card. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Sir Conrad. Sir. Is that why I'm gonna spell it from now on? This is also Sir with a Y there. Okay, sure. Sir Conrad the Grim. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature leaves your graveyard, the Conrad deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever another creature dies, or a creature is put in the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves the graveyard, the Conrad deals 1d. Oh, so you could have this guy with Ashiok the Dream Render, puts creatures into your graveyard. You could have that with the 1 mana thing, which puts things in the graveyard. Oh, that's pretty interesting as a way of winning. And okay, so if as long as you keep milling creatures, it deals 1 damage. And then you could probably clone this guy with Spark Double, of course. And then get 2 damage for whenever you do that. Will that be any good? Probably it will only be janky, and probably only I will play it, but I like this card. It makes a weird strategy work. Is there anything else you could do? Whenever another creature dies? I mean, it works so good with the 1 mana black card, which puts 3 things into your graveyard. Which is already a solid card in by itself. And it works well with Ashok, and it works well with Jace, the blue Jace for 4 mana. Or a creature card leaves you. Or a creature card leaves your graveyard. Wait. Or a creature card leaves your graveyard. So if my opponent Ashooks like a scrub, Ashooks my graveyard, and all my creatures then leave my graveyard, then Sir Conrad is gonna smack his face. The Ashook protection! Don't want the Ashook when you have this guy down. Yeah, there's a lot of comboing you could do with this. I don't know how really competitive this guy is gonna be, but man, this is a fun card, honestly. I wish they printed him a little bit cheaper. I don't, but he has good stats though. 5-4. Man, I'm excited to play with this card, honestly. I want to brew some weird brewskis around Sir Conrad, honestly. Sir Conrad. I'm liking this. Then we have Bond of... Okay, that's that's an old card. That was all for the Knights. Let's jump into the... No! Wait. Tournament Grounds, okay. There's some new lands also. Okay, 1 colorless, or add 1 red, white, or black, and spend this only to cast Knight or equipment spells. Yeah, I mean, it only works in a Knight deck. Probably be, you know, an auto included in every Knight deck. That's sweet. Command Tower. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Yeah, only works in this format. Cool! Let's jump in. Is that all the spoilers, you ask? No, that's not all the spoilers. There are more spoilers. If you want to see more spoilers, then check out the link down in the description, where I go through the rest of the cards. But that will be it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.
Shout out! Shout out!
Thank you so much, everyone, so much for watching. And a special thank you, of course, to our dear members: Blue Dragon, Owen77, Adam Alexis, Ramen Noodles for Me, Magic Pistolman, Simon Lauer, Rodney Cox, Herman M, Agony Reborn, The Soft Pillow, Snick, Luria Stars, Michael Aguilar, Shamanix, Spencer Hopsty, Alex Mike, Nathaniel Nissard, Lasers at the Sun, Eric0234, Jeff Henry, Ellie Curtis, Leaning Into It, Santa John, Michael U, Pocky U, Michael W, that is Pocky U, Matthias Pauli, Toplets Investments, Kronos 1107, W Lutz 1978, P, Peter Gold, Bora Ross, Strange Brontides, Sean Stevens, Gabriel Juvenal, Tandek, Smog JC, Marcus Rutledge, Tim Stokes, Wiza, QDelated 23, Brian Gutierrez, Amano 84, Seth Hickok, Way, Ian Cusack, Walker Floren, Mesamok 1, Ye Old Basses, Dingo Scrub, Orion SSFL, Crew the Barbarian, Link is Weak, Nicholas Zanotti, Rainbow 2002, 40k Television, Acros Ascending, July Moonlight Star, Slim Jimothy, Donkey Kong, Timothy, Callous Dismissal, that's a good one, Ventum Tantum, David Newman, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, X-Covenant X, Rainbow Cake, Betsuma, Brandon Dobbs, Magneto, Serge Karamarov, Potte, Wonderbread, Drew Styles, Aaron Noble, Kip Kustner, Dan Goodsell, Geoff Yorger, Carlo Palumbo, Freeman Stefansson, DBK Drummer, and Piotr Stolarzysk. You guys are amazing. If you also want to become a Dark Disciple, help rule the underworld and all that jazz, then either check out my Patreon, link in the description, or check out the join button next to the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.
Also, thank you to the patch holders on Patreon. And don't forget to subscribe.